this is not a spring check, but I know many of you might have been touched by the passing of Ted Kennedy. For some, he's just a political figure. But for President Obama, he was pretty pivotal in changing his bid for president. So in honor of Ted Kennedy, President Obama is asking that Congress reconvene, since you're coming to D.C. for his funeral, and go ahead and pass the health care bill, of course, in honor of Ted Kennedy. More on that, though, but for now, we're going to bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today. John Kerry, the family vigil for Kennedy is very spiritual.
Oh, it's called BNS. It's about as spiritual as mine will be when I go. So it's just, he's dead. He was overweight, out of shape, and he drank too much.
Well, part of it it's not a surprise, his passing. In fact, even the networks were, well, let me just say, CBS preempted their regular programming to run a special which went through the years of the Kennedys.
Oh,
so
yeah,
they've been preparing that for a long time.
They all had everything. Your bits were ready.
Yep. Kennedy-Obama bond put health care reform on the fast track.
Well, yeah, because, like I said, the President of the United States, in honor of all the fine work that Edward Kennedy has done, it would like to see the health care bill passed, if necessary, by a parliamentary procedure, which is basically you call the things in emergency session because there's not enough Republicans there because they're on the other side of the aisle, that you simply vote on it with like a majority of the people there pass it.
I know. They
She's
always
being chased
like
by
me.
a bug again, so it's nothing more than a stupid June bug.
I know, it's
laugh.
a big June bug.
She hates June bugs.
Yeah, but that one's an inch.
I know the brave cameraman come and took care of it, so. They get to be this big,
Bigger than that.
They're pretty beautiful little things, though.
Toyota gets the biggest boost from the U.S. Cash for Clunkers plan.
Well, yeah, 7 out of the 10 cars that were sold, the most were European cars. They were European and Asian. Americans didn't finish in the top. Well, they finished 3 out of the top, but none of them were General Motors or Chrysler.
President Karzai widens the lead in Afghanistan vote count.
Yeah, but they said it was an illegal vote, so the opposition are probably going to do what they always do in a Muslim country, which is start a war over it.
Health overhaul backers seek boost by citing Kennedy's support.
Well, yeah. They're unhappy that he died, and they're basically unhappy that he died, and dancing on the tops of their tables because he died, because they think that's all they need to win now.
CDC leery of estimates about swine flu's projected toll.
Because the CDC is controlled by Obama, and Obama doesn't want things, it basically would mess up his health care thing if an army of people died in this country and they didn't have treatment from the government. There's a government vaccines and stuff, and there's not enough of it.
Astronomers find what appears to be a suicidal planet.
Oh, I love that one. They've never watched the History Channel, Discovery Channel, or Public Broadcasting.
A suicidal planet?
They know that that's a normal thing. Basically, it's a planet that's on the verge of death, that's getting ready to fall into its sun.
It's going its transition.
Yeah, it's just a
natural
transition.
progression.
Eventually, this planet will fall into the sun.
Fed Chief Bernanke, victim of identity fraud ring, Newsweek.
I know, isn't that terrible? They want to make him look human, so they give him an identity fraud thing.
Oh, is that what that is?
So everybody in public, every public figure is guilty of identity. There's so many. Sidney Poitier, a white guy posed as Sidney Poitier.
Well, there could be another person named Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, but he was claiming, my Academy Award-winning performance.
Oh, he was still claiming that part? Well,
white, folks. Well, Sidney Poitier said, I do remember it. He said something, like, I always wanted to, I only accepted roles that a white guy could play. They obviously accept me as a white man.
Oh, boy. That must have been somebody younger that didn't know who he was.
Oh, God. this guy was in his 20s.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Somebody who didn't know any better. New York City's skinniest house has a fat price tag, $2.7 million.
What idiot would pay?
How big was the house?
I think it's about 12 foot wide or something. It's a brownstone, an old brownstone, like 5 stories tall, 5 stories tall, and the rooms are, like 10 foot wide for about 40 foot.
Location, location, location.
Yeah.
Although when I stayed in D.C., I stayed in one of the Seven Sisters, and they're on skinny lots.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it's just the way it
We
was.
stayed here. I mean, my member of my family had a place over in Englewood that basically was only as wide as the lot, and the lot was 20 foot wide, and it went all the way. Like about the property was like 120 foot in length and 20 foot wide. They parked the car. They drove it through the back fence, parked the car back there. But we always thought that place sucked.
South Carolina governor rebuffs call to quit and vows to finish a term.
Why in the world would he resign? Because he's broken no laws.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do that.
But see, the trick is the guy that's wanting to replace him is a lieutenant colonel in the military.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the fact that he's got a higher rank of military office to move into the governorship and then make a presidential run.
Oh, that's why he's probably trying to push him out.
Yeah, he wants to make a run for the presidency.
Yeah, Kennedy's absent leaves Senate void of a deal maker.
Yeah, because there's nobody there. Kennedy would have made a deal with somebody on the Republican side to change the plan to get it passed. That's how it would have been done. But nobody will do that now.
I know. Kennedy was bipartisan, and they would give him the respect.
They said he's
the respect of an elder statesman, though.
Yeah, but they said that other than Obama, he is the most left person in the Senate, but he is the only left person in the Senate that knows that you got to make deals. Said you take a little bit, and give a little bit, and you get exactly what you want, just in a different form.
Right. So that's called a professional politician.
That's right.
Yep. Even higher taxes coming for Californians.
Don't
we have enough higher taxes?
No, you know how they're going to do it?
Oh yeah, like that bag tax.
They're changing the bag taxes, but they're changing the income tax rates.
Oh, they are?
They're going to lower the rates. Like they said, if you paid on, say you were a family making $100,000, you're going to lower it to like $75,000 for the rate to kick in. Basically, they're doing what they promised they wouldn't do and knew they shouldn't do it to get revenue, which won't bring them any revenue.
Well, as they're probably going to find out, like the federal government, there's not as many people making as much as they used to.
I know. But this is their excuse, because I love this. There's not as many wealthy people as there was, so we have to change our tax rates to reflect that. Well, no, they're dipping it down into the middle class in order to make up the difference that there's not enough people at the top now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but they're raising it from the bottom. They're dropping it on the bottom. The people that weren't paying taxes are now going to be being hit by taxes, which is going to piss off the Democrats' constituency.
Of course. An Afghan summer brings reversals.
Yeah, we're getting okay. The Democrats in the Senate that are there meeting at the moment are all wanting a timetable set within the next 6 months to get out of Afghanistan. They know it there. They're not going to send more troops in.
Tribune bondholders seek to probe Zell to Zell.
Yeah, like anybody remember? I went to court and bondholders don't get anything anymore.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Remember, if you take the GM case?
That's right. GM, Chrysler, bondholders are shut out now.
Well, part of it is they have a hierarchy of who's supposed to be reimbursed and how much.
Bondholders own the company.
I know, so.
And they're getting nothing.
That's
and
bad.
Zell doesn't have to worry about it because Obama set the precedent, and now bondholders basically, why would anybody want to buy corporate bonds?
No one wants to buy corporate bonds now, would be my guess.
Yep.
Agency that insures bank deposits may need help.
FDIC's going broke.
Oh. Asian stocks fall as China plans to curb capacity.
Yeah. They don't have any money.
Oil falls to near $71 in Asia on faltering demand.
Well, because nobody in our country is driving. If we're not driving, you just can't keep raising prices on something that no one is using.
Has Google already won the book war?
Yeah, because they control all the books.
They do?
Yep, they've already locked up almost all the books out there.
Ooh, Democrats vow to return money from financier.
Yeah, it's called too little, too late. They get caught, and then, we're going to return the money if the money is there to return, which it is in most cases.
Oh, this is interesting. Mayor admits he's violating water restrictions at Getty House?
That's Villagrosa. He's watering on days he's not supposed to keep it green, but he's doing it for the people.
At the Getty House?
Yeah.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
I know. I mean, often things don't work out exactly like they're meant to work out.
I can let you go.